Yo, hello, hello. Yo, 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 hello, hello. Yo, you good, bro? But yo, guys, what's good, what's good, what's good? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying, or follow, you know what I'm saying. But if you subscribe, you got reviewing here on Twitch, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, let's get it, man. Yo, bro, is you there, bro? I was like tripping out or something. I don't know, I missed that. Dang, and I just got on, so it's been on like probably all day. See, I wanted to get that Sabrina Carpenter skin, but there was just so many other skins. So, you know, I just wanted something good. I mean, dang, imagine not having Chun-Li. Wouldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I think bro's playing on mobile. Nice shot, nice shot. I don't even know who bro was shooting that. Nice. Whoever plays 0, bro. Yo. Nah, bro, I just started. Bro. Yeah, I just started like a few minutes ago. Just started streaming a few minutes ago. You're not late, you're actually like one of the first ones in the stream. Like, I know I was like live, like, what, just like a few minutes ago? I mean, not a few minutes ago. Like a few hours ago, probably. Like, what was it? I don't know. It was like 2 a.m. So, it was just like 1 or 2 p.m. right now, so yeah. Nah, bro, but you're early. You're probably like one of the first ones, like I said. Yeah, how you doing, James? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm 1v1 this kid, Brewers fan. I think you played with him before. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just played the other day. I remember we were playing in those realistics, and he was like saying that you were trash or something like that. Remember that kid? Yeah, he said that you were like trash or something like that. You know, like being on the team when we were doing those 2v2s. Yeah, he would have a mic, but I don't know what happened to his mic. I don't think he has a mic anymore. It's kind of crazy. Because if he said he was on PS5, he could literally just start to control the mic, but I don't know. Like, there's really no excuse not having a mic, especially with PS5, because like, you can literally just talk in your controller. GG's. But yeah, how you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing, man? Yo, how you doing, James? How you doing? Oh yeah, bro. Yo, James, you need me to mod you up here too as well? I mean, I know you already mod on YouTube. I didn't know if you wanted me to mod you on Twitch. Doing good? Yeah, that's good, I'm doing good as well, man. Yeah, appreciate you actually coming to my streams, man. Like, there's so many people I, like, have, you know? But, like, you know, there's only, like, a select few people who actually come to the streams, so. Yeah, you can be mod on Twitch. Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured, you know, if you're just gonna be mod and stuff like that, you know, on YouTube and stuff, you know, it'll probably help me out for this time, because like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming back on YouTube, but if I do, in like, you know, the near future, you know what I'm saying, you know, you could be mod on both, but I don't know, I might just want to do one or the other, you know what I mean, you know, I think I just want to do like one or the other, so say like, oh, if I'm out on YouTube, then, you know, if I'm on Twitch or whatever, you know, or if I'm on Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, you don't mind what I stream? Well, no, the only reason why I haven't really been on YouTube, man, because, like, there was, like, some sort of copyright stuff, and like I said, man, I literally talked about this, you know, when it happened, like, when it first happened, you know, because, like, I was saying, like, oh, well, I'm literally playing a game with a bunch of copyright, you know what I mean? I'm literally playing a bunch of games with copyright. Yeah, there's a little setting. I have a setting on now, so, like, I can't really hear, like, certain emotes or songs. Like, all the copyright stuff, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I turned on that setting, but I never really used that setting. So, like, all the copyrighted music and the emotes and all that, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, this is copyrighted and stuff, and then I literally, you know, I can't really stream or upload for like a week. Well, probably like a few days now. Because, I mean, it was last week when it happened, just a few days ago. So, that's why I've been up here, because like I said, it won't even let me stream, won't let me upload. You know, I have a bunch of content and stuff, you know, that I need to upload, but, you know, it won't allow me, because like I said, it's kind of, not necessarily banned, but kind of like suspended, I guess you could say. Like on YouTube, like my channel is still good, but like, you know, at the same time, it's like I can't do nothing with it. So like all the stuff you see right now is just the stuff you see right now. But once I get back up there, you know what I mean. Cause you know, but that's what I said. So I'm definitely gonna be like, you know, take it more seriously with the copyright stuff. But like I said, like Fortnite is one of the games with like the most copyright. You know what I'm saying? I could literally play COD. I could really play, you know, probably not GTA, but like I could probably play like some other game, you know, with not as much copyright as this game. Because you know, this game just has like every copyrighted song, every copyrighted everything. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just gonna keep the settings on, which is kind of sad because like, yeah, I guess I can turn it on for me, but like, you know, just when I'm streaming or whatever, I can't hear like the emotes, you know, that I have like the copyrighted emotes and stuff. Like, say like, I don't know, say like this emote or I don't know, just a bunch of like copyrighted emotes, you know. Yeah, I can't even listen to because I have this setting, but I can always turn the setting off. But like I said, I'm just not really trying to risk it again, you know what I mean? And get the channel like permanently like banned or whatever. Yo, what's good? Cheese? Cheese? Is that what it is? Cheese? Yo, what's good? So yeah, this is like banned and you know, so that's the only reason why, you know. And you know, I've already been up here. I already been up here. See, you guys were watching me on YouTube, but like I already been up here. You know what I mean? I already been up. You know, I've been on Twitch. You know what I mean? I've been on YouTube. You know what I mean? I just, you know, multi-stream. You know, so like I'll still be up here. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm just now up here. Nah, I've been up here. I was just multi-streaming. You know what I mean? So if you saw me on YouTube, I'll probably be streaming on Twitch too. You know what I mean? And it's a good way to do it too, because you know, if you stream, you don't want to just stream to one platform. I mean, I guess you could, but like, you know, like if you stream to multiple, you know, platforms, you know, more people can see. You know what I'm saying? More people can see you, check you out, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, be right back. All right, yeah, it's all good, it's all good. But yeah, more people can see like your stuff and like, you know, like I used to stream like on TikTok like a few times, but which was good because like I actually got like a bunch of views. But I mean, obviously it's a bunch of views like on TikTok, but like, you know, it was just too much because like even I stream on Kick and stuff. I don't know. I might stream like on Kick, but like I just didn't feel like I had a good time on Kick. Mostly because it's not that new anymore. But like whenever it was, I didn't really know the platform and stuff. And I know some people said like, oh, they make this, this, this. They do this, this, this. But you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, if you were on the platform first, like that's what people really care about. So, you know. But like, say like, you know, TikTok or whatever, yeah, I can stream up there, but you know, it's just too much to handle, like, you know what I mean? But I could stream like on all of them, but like, just said it, I just feel like it just wouldn't be good for me. Like, yes, it would be good for me, but at the same time, like, it's just, you know, it's a lot, you know? I don't know what bro's doing. It'll just be a lot for me, you know? So... yeah, bro. Alrighty. Yeah, let's 1v1. Let's 1v1. But yeah, Brewers fan, if you're watching, bro, that's my bad, bro. I didn't know what was going on, bro. Like, I don't know if you were tripping out or what. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, so I'm just gonna 1v1 Dust, you know what I'm saying? And then if you guys want to join or whatever, you guys can join. Because I might try to play some more games. I was playing some games yesterday, or pretty much like last night or whatever. And it's like, yeah. You know, I was playing yesterday and it was crazy. It was crazy, but then I was just like, 2 streams back to back. It was 2 streams back to back. You never notice? Nah, it's not that bad. Nah. Some people notice, some people don't. But nah, it's good, bro. GG's. Yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. Let me 1v1. Let me 1v1. You know, I'm just gotta warm up, and I'll let you guys join. I'm just let you guys, you know, after I'm you know, warming up. GG's. Oh yeah, can I? Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Gonna invite you out to the 1v1. I mean, dang, I know I usually 1v1 you sometimes, but like, you know what I mean? It's always good to 1v1 other players as well. I know sometimes when I put that 16-player map, you know, sometimes I get, you know, some interference, you know, sometimes with other players. So, you know, it's always good to 1v1 without having people, you know, messing around with you. GG's. GG's. You finally turned off Simple Edit? I didn't know you were using Simple Edit. That's wild. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, I did not know you were using Simple Edit. I just thought since you like play on mobile or whatever, like, you know, that's just how you edit. Because I'm not saying that you had bad edits or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying they were good or bad. I mean, I guess they were good, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know when somebody uses Simple Edit. You know what I mean? You just didn't really show, like, it didn't look like you were using Simple Edit, like. Some people who use Simple Edit be like crazy with it, like, you know what I mean? Like, just be doing some crazy stuff with Simple Edit. But yeah, Simple Edit, yeah, turn that off. Yeah, turn off Simple Edit, and like, you'll be so much better. You know what I mean? You kind of want to know how to edit without Simple Edit. Simple Edit is for like new players, you know, who need help with editing, who can't like fully do like simple edits. But you know what I mean? If you learn how to edit without the Simple Edit, you know what I mean? You'll play so much better. I mean, dang, Simple Edit wasn't even a setting when I first started, you know what I mean? They add it now for all you new players, you know, that aren't really good at the game. You know what I mean? So, that's why they add it, you know what I mean? Because they see how many bad players are in the game, so they add Simple Edit and zero build and stuff for the bad players in the game, you know, so they can feel good about themselves, you know, playing this game and stuff. Because, you know, they want everyone to have fun, you know. So, that's the big thing, you know. They just want people to have fun, so whatever you play, whatever it is that you play, they want you to have fun doing it. So say, oh, if you're a rocket racing, you do rocket racing, you do festival, the ballistic, the Blitz Royale is mostly for like mobile players, you know. Team Rumble if you're into that, festival if you're into the music stuff, you know. They just want you to have fun in the game. And then of course, you know, the creative maps. So, but yeah, so they pretty much just use it as a tool to help you, but at the same time, it doesn't make you good, it doesn't make you bad. But like, you know, it's just kind of, you know, they want you not to use Simple Edit. Like, they want you not to use Simple Edit. You know what I mean? Because you kind of not, because like, Simple Edit, you're not going to be a pro player using Simple Edit. You know what I mean? There's just no way. Super unpredictable edits. So yeah, you kind of want to turn that Simple Edit off. Oh, Blitz Royale? Man, don't even play Blitz Royale. If you're not on mobile or whatever, don't play Blitz Royale, man. I mean, dang, no, there's no point in playing Blitz Royale. I see a lot of people, oh yeah, play Blitz Royale, it's super easy. But it's meant for mobile players, you know what I mean? If you're not on mobile, there's no point in you playing it. It's not really much of a challenge, you know what I mean? Like, play Battle Royale, like regular Battle Royale, play OG, you know, the only good Battle Royale in there. reload. You know what I mean? But don't play Blitz Royale if you're not on mobile. It's meant for mobile players. So don't be weird and play with mobile players, because obviously, yeah, that's how they're gonna get 100 crown wins, because they're playing with somebody like on a touchscreen or something. You know what I mean? Or there's mostly bots in that too. So I mean, new game mode. I mean, not that many people are playing it. I mean, it's a new game mode. You know, there's probably gonna be bots in it. I mean, dang, that's how it was when like Reload came out. You know, there was always a bunch of bots in it because people weren't really used to Reload. They were always about Battle Royale and all that. You know, having a bunch of people move to one little, you know, like one game mode, you know, it's kind of tough, you know. Like the game modes that are new that people aren't really familiar with. I mean, dang, I really haven't even tried out the Blitz Royale, to be honest. I haven't even tried that out, you know. But like I said, I feel like it's just meant for mobile players, and it even says meant for mobile players. You know what I mean? Yes, you guys can still play it, I guess, but like, it's really meant for mobile players. So when you see a bunch of people with like 100 crown wins, I mean, dang, those are probably... And it wasn't zero build, I believe it's zero build. So yeah, since it's like zero build, you know, zero build just takes no skill. Like I said, if you play zero build, you're just super bad at the game. You know what I mean? These crown wins don't really mean nothing. So, like I said, just take it from me, you know? This Fortnite is meant for building. If you don't know how to build with Fortnite, like I said, you just gotta practice. That's all you gotta do. Like, you just gotta practice. There should be no excuses. But yeah, so yeah, just keep that simple edit off, bro, because like I said, you know, it's better. And just play, like, you know, practice maps, do some practice maps. I don't know, practice some golded, practice, you know, edit build, you know, piece control maps, you know. Like, just practice, you know what I mean? The more you play, the better. Definitely practice on those edit maps, do like some edit courses and stuff to get your edits right. But yeah, I mean, you guys know how I am with all that stuff anyway. I mean, dang. I can't tell you guys enough, man. Like, if you guys think zero build takes skill now, I mean, you guys should just find another game. Play a game with no building at all, like Warzone or Apex or like PUBG, you know, the games that, you know, are pretty much just, you know, for bad players, you know what I mean? Like players that aren't really good at the game, you know what I mean? Because this one, you actually gotta build, you know? So I think they should remove zero build. And just put it back to build, because, like, you know, that's what's wrong with the game. Like, leave the blitz for, like, the mobile players. Because, you know, I know it is hard to play on mobile, but, like, still, you know. Just zero build for everyone else. Yeah, just take it out, because people need to learn how to build. I mean, dang, like I said, when I first started playing, there was no of these weird modes, you know? It was always just Battle Royale or, like, Arena, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, you had, like, Playground or, like, Creative came later on. That's all it is, you know? So, yeah. If you're, like, a Zerba player, just play, like, Warzone or something. There's no building, so Fortnite might be too hard, you know what I mean? I mean, dang, if you really want to, like, look at the pro players, I mean, dang, you don't see one pro player that's a zero build player. It's mostly build. No, actually, matter of fact, it's not even mostly build. It's all build. There's no like zero build player that's pro player. I mean, dang, FPS is not even zero build. It's build. So if you even want to get pro in this game and you can't even build, then just either play the game just to play it, or just don't even think about getting good or becoming pro. Because I mean, dang, they're probably not even gonna have any zero build tournaments like that. It's always gonna be build, and I actually like that. They keep that. Jeez. You said what? You said zero build players has more players than build. Okay, yeah, okay, but I mean, like I said, there's just so many bad players in this game, bro. Like, there's only select few players that are actually good, bro. I mean, dang, look at Ninja, bro, won the World Cup and all that other stuff. I mean, dang, you see him, he never touches build anymore. Matter of fact, I think he quit the game, but besides that, I mean, dang, he doesn't even play build anymore, he plays zero build. I mean, he's really not even good at the game, you know what I mean? But he was a pro player in build. Now, yes, if he never won the World Cup or whatever, like, you know, nobody would even know about him. He probably wouldn't have a skin. He probably wouldn't be where he was right now. You know what I mean? Because he's just not a good player at really any game. Like, he's just getting way too old. He's just not good at games anymore. He just whines and cries about games like all the time. You know what I mean? It doesn't make him better at the game. You know, it just doesn't content. So yeah, there might be a lot of people on zero build, but like I said, it just really takes no skill, and that's why there's so many people on zero build, because people think build is way too hard. You know what I mean? They think people who build, you know, like, you know, build too much and like it's too hard for them. You know what I mean? Like, the more new players who come to this game, you know, complain about the game way too much because, you know, they don't know how to build. They're used to the zero build games. Like I said, Apex, PUBG, you know, Warzone, all that. So, you know, yeah, they're probably not used to the whole building mechanic. That's what made Fortnite, you know, it was different, you know. All the other games are the same. Fortnite is different with the building. You know what I mean? But then they play zero build, okay, yeah. But I mean, it's really not much to do with it. You know, I played zero build before. I played it maybe like once or twice. You know, just see how it is. But I just don't like the fact that, one, you don't get mats. Two, you can't protect yourself. And like, it's just pretty much everyone just running around spamming. Spamming, grappling, using shockwaves, and just running. I mean, that's not really skill. And actually, matter of fact, I think the only time I actually had to play zero build was because whenever zero build first came, you know, they made it for like a week, like a whole week where you couldn't even play build. Like, the only game mode was zero build because they wanted everyone to switch to zero build. But so many people got mad at that. They're like, oh, nah. Why are you only making me play zero build? I want to build. So then they brought it back like a few days later. Because like so many build players, you know, the good players, you know, actually, you know, complained about it. And like, there was so many of them that actually complained. They brought builds back because it was only supposed to be for like a week, you know, which was kind of crazy. Because why would they disable it and only make one game mode? They're literally forcing us to play a game mode that we may or may not like and want to play. I mean, dang, you never see that in zero build. I bet you if they did that in zero build, a bunch of zero build players would be like, yo, bring back zero build, bring back zero build, bring back zero build. Like, bro, I can't even play this game no more, bro. Fortnite's trash now, bro. Bring back zero build, bring back zero build. You know what I mean? You probably see a whole bunch of people, you know, complaining about that, saying like, "Oh, I'm never playing this game no more, bro. They took out zero build, bro. The game's not even fun anymore." Like, they're probably gonna be saying that nonsense. So, I'm just sticking to build, bro, because, like I said, that's just what I'm used to and just what I know, you know. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like that's just what the game's about. You know, it's literally called Fortnite, not Night. I mean, dang, how you build a fort if you can't even build? You know what I mean? So I said, zero build is just not cool. It's just not it anymore. Unless, like I said, you're playing COD or Apex or maybe PUBG or whatever. And even those games are kind of dead. Maybe not Warzone, but at the same time, it's kind of trash as well. Because literally everything that COD does or like Fortnite does, they pretty much copy each other. Like Fortnite and COD are kind of the same but different. Same collabs, same kind of maps. I mean, Reload and Resurgence, they're all kind of the same. I mean, no game's just original anymore. Because Fortnite just likes to copy, you know, but before, like, it used to be just, you know, that's why it used to be so good, you know? Because everyone would come and be like, oh, yo, let's play Fortnite, brand new season, oh, brand new update. You already know, but like now, you know, Fortnite is just all about collabs and stuff and like, you know, adding new game modes. I mean, dang, bro, they literally added like 3 or 4 game modes in the past year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dang. Like, I remember it just being Battle Royale, and then like, then they added, what, Zero Build, then they added Blitz Royale, they added all those Rocket Racing Festival, they added, what else? The Blitz Royale, they added Ballistic. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know who even plays Ballistic. There's really not that many people talking about Ballistic like that. And that's pretty much like COD, kinda. I think it's like COD or like maybe Valorant. Like I feel, I don't know, it's weird, and I really don't even like Valorant. I play that. I don't know what all the hype was about that. Like people were talking about Valorant like they were playing it like every single day. I really don't even know the hype about it. Like I just don't. Like I mean, I guess if I actually played it more and got into it, I probably would like it, but just not my style. It kind of reminds me of Ballistic. When I was playing Ballistic, you know, the whole first person, you know, I don't really like the first person unless I'm playing like COD or something like that. You know what I mean? We're playing Fortnite, we gotta play third person, but that is a first person game mode. So, you know, it's just kind of tough sometimes. So I was literally just playing that, and I was like, nah, I can't do it. But yeah, so like I said, the sick one I know, play Bills, play OG, because like I said, in my opinion, OG is the best right now. I know some of you guys, you know what I mean, like the new players, you know, really like, you know, the Battle Royale, the Mythics and all that, but I just can't do it. I try, like Does, she'd be like, oh, let's play Battle Royale, let's play Battle Royale. I'm like, alright, let's play Battle Royale. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool. But nah. Literally all that movement, that weird movement. And they changed the movement so many times too, because like I remember people were complaining about the movement, but now since so many people are used to this movement now, this is technically the old movement. Even though most of the OGs know the old movement, but most people are so used to this new movement, even if they put that movement, they'd be like, oh, bring the old movement back. Even though it would be the old movement. They're just gonna be like, oh, bring the old movement back, bring the old movement. But they shouldn't even be touching the movement to begin with. This whole new Omni movement or whatever. It's so weird. Now, it's good in COD. It's good in COD. The movement in COD. But you don't see people climbing or, like, running up a wall and all that stuff, like, being weird, It's crazy. Like, I'm literally over here in Battle Royale doing, like, a full-blown backflip in the air, triple flip kick. I'm like, what am I doing, bro? I mean, I think Reload has the same movement, but, like, OG's, like, the only one that actually has decent movement. I'm not, like, say, like, I'm right here, like, I have a wall up here or something. I'm literally fighting someone, and I'm like, oh, they're about to get me. I'm literally climbing over a wall. You see that? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm used to the movement, but, like, you kind of don't need that movement. I mean, do you really need that? I would be surprised if like they like rebooted the game and like it made it back to how everything was before everything else got added. It would be kind of crazy because some people may not even play the game if like everything was like the way it was when it first came out. Like now I know some older players, like OG players, probably gonna come back like, oh, hey bro, this is just how I remembered it. But at the same time, these new players that are used to like zero build and omni movement and all these mythics, they'll be like, what is this? Actually, not something about it. I don't think there was a such thing as mythics. I don't even think there was such thing as mythics until later on. I'm back after my... Bro, just subscribe. Bro, just subscribe to the channel. Bro, just subscribe to the channel, bro. You got free viewing. Yeah, you got free viewing. And stuff like that. I mean, it's really not that much, you know what I mean? But nah. So, I'm just over here. Like I said, I feel like, more players just won't really appreciate the game, if it went back to the way it was, But I mean, dang. If it wasn't for everything that was in the game first, we wouldn't have all this extra stuff, you know what I mean? You have to have the old before you can get the new. Like phones or like social media. All the old social media that we had, pretty much, it's new social media now. You know what I mean? So like all the old phones back then made the new phones now, Like, oh, you had the old flip phones and stuff. Then you got, the new, smartphones now, like the iPhone or like some Android stuff, But yeah. So I mean, you just kind of gotta have the old stuff to make the new stuff, you know what I mean? Honestly. But yeah, bro, subscribe to the ad free review, man. Like I said, we're in the discount right now, so it's actually a lot cheaper for you to subscribe right now. Or if you have Amazon Prime, I don't know if you ever heard of it. Pretty sure you have. It's only $25 if you have Amazon. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, you can just subscribe with Prime. You know what I'm saying? Or you can get the sub, either one. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about those ads. I think that's pretty cool. So, I mean, who wants to watch ads anymore? It's 2025. Who likes ads anymore? I mean, dang. Why watch ads, It'll be the same ads over and over again, too, sometimes. You'll be watching the same ads over and over. Ain't nobody got time for that. Wait, what? I'm not allowed. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, I remember those days, man. They'd be like, "Oh, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that." But then you have to grow up sooner or later, and not always rely on your family for everything. But yeah, to be honest though, like yeah, I like OG, but I really like my main thing, like to do in this game is the 1v1. Like that's like my main thing. Like I could literally 1v1 all day. Okay, not all day, but almost. Like if I'm having a good time, just talking and chilling and stuff, I could. I mean, it's good practice. And you don't really have to worry about the nonsense, you know. It's in like games, but like That's what I like about OG too, because like it's pretty much like a non-stop build fight. Some cases, you know. But yeah, 1v1s are like my main thing. Then OG, and then my third. I don't know if I have a third fun thing to do in this game actually. Maybe goaded or something. Maybe goaded. But like besides creative, I mean, or like the 1v1, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I play festivals sometimes, but like I said, with that copyright and stuff, I'm not really trying to play festival up here. So, and then rocket racing, I mean, I used to grind rocket racing, you know, the different quests and challenges and stuff. It just got so annoying, and then Fortnite saw that, and they're like, okay, well you can play any game mode and you can unlock everything. Lego Pass, the Rocket Pass, Festival Pass, the Battle Pass, the OG Pass. You don't even have to play Lego, you don't even have to play Battle Royale or whatever. You'll still unlock stuff from that pass because, you know what I mean, the challenges and quests, you know, are way too hard. Some people don't even play that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I had to play like each one by one. I had to play the festival, do the quest for the festival. I would have to do Lego. I like Legos. I like Legos. Legos in Fortnite, a little different, but I still like Lego. You know, I still like Legos. You know, I used to play Legos when I was a little kid, man. I'm always thinking, you know, like I always see like, oh, all these Lego sets and stuff. I'm like, that'd be something cool to do. You know, I used to do a lot of puzzles and stuff too, and like build a bunch of Legos, like Lego Bionicles and stuff, like little action figures and all that. You know, the little Lego sets. You know, I see a bunch of Star Wars stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know. You know, I'm talking about Star Wars. I know there was like a whole Star Wars season like last season, but like, you know what I mean? They had like all this Star Wars stuff, like the Millennium Falcon and all that stuff. You know, and it's actually pretty cool. You know, I just like building this stuff. I think I had like a SpongeBob one before and like something else. I think I had something else. I had a bunch of stuff. You know, Legos are fun.
But then again, Legos were cheap back then too. Now they're pretty pricey now. I mean, dang, you probably pay like $100 to $200 for a Lego set, depending on, you know, like how much, like how big's the set. You know, if you get like a whole complete set, I mean, dang, you're paying like a few thousand for like a whole complete set of Legos. And they're just blocks. They're just colored blocks and different pieces like that. You ain't paying that much for it. I mean, it's pretty insane. Just for something for you to either collect, because I know some people collect it. You know, some people collect or like Hot Wheels. You know, people collect those. I could never, but like, you know, people collect it. Or like Pokemon cards. Now those are pretty dope, but you know, like I said, it's see, I usually actually buy Pokemon cards like when they were like a few cents, you know, like they were literally like a few cents. You go pick your cards up, boom, boom, boom. Now there's like at least like $50, $60 worth of Pokemon cards, and if you have certain rare runs, like you know, they go for like 1,000. It's kind of crazy. They're just first editions or like you know. I really don't want to get into all that stuff right now. Because, like, some of you guys probably just don't really care. Dang, what's the score? 31? That's pretty mid. Oh yeah, yeah, yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, my fault, bro. Yeah, I'll look at the chat in a second. Just trying to focus on this 1v1. The one and only Mario? Yo, what's good, Mario? Appreciate the follow. Yeah, appreciate it. Yo, nice stream? Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. I already know. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I'm just 1v1ing right now. I'm just trying to warm up, man. It's only 33 to 1. So, you know, I'm just trying to warm up, you know what I mean? Just gotta stretch Chun-Li out real quick. You know what I mean? Imagine not having Orange Justice with Chun-Li? That's crazy. Don't forget to use my support credit code in the shop if you guys don't even have her skin, bro. Who knows? Maybe it'll be 101. Let's see. Oh, my head is kind of getting messy. USA, USA, USA. USA, USA. You already know. Oh, UK. Bro, so many people who come from like the UK, bro. That's so wild. 8:26 p.m. That's wild, bro. It's 8:26. It's 3:27 for me. So what? You're like 5 hours ahead? Yeah, bro. You're like 5 hours ahead. So many people come from the UK, bro. I'm just like something with Twitch, whatever. Like UK people, like. I mean, I had nothing against like UK, but like, yeah. Just so many people coming here. Yo, what's good, governor? Look at the cornflake on the floor. Yo, can I get a and some, um, let's see, some tea. It's tea time or something like that. Or like to be like, oh, I go to Hogwarts and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me get a cup of tea, governor. Oh, playing some Fortnite. Playing some Fortnite on the loon. Or something like that. You know. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of like Harry Potter. So you know, Harry Potter and all that. I actually big Harry Potter's fan. I used to play like Hogwarts Legacy and all that. I haven't beat it because that game is just so hard to beat, bro. Mixing all the spells and all that, casting and everything. It's just like. You said Fortnite? Fortnite. Yeah, that's what they said. Like, ooh, gonna play some Fortnite. Gonna play some Fortnite and drink some water. And drink some water. The way you said Fortnite. Watch me hit this clip right here. GJ's. Would you look at that, governor? Let's see, was a victory royale for the OGs. But that's literally other beats talking, bro. It sounds pretty cool though, but like I said, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone with the accent would be like that. Like wherever you're from, like if you're not used to it, like it actually sounds pretty cool. But like I'd be listening to them like every single day, bro. It's like I practically am like foreign to UK now. The way too many players come, is like talking like, oh yeah, I play Fortnite, you know. That's actually accurate if I was in London. No way. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh my goodness. That's wild. Like I said, bro, it's not hard, bro. Like I just the fact that the person said that's accurate. You know, if I was in London, like, that's wild. Like, that's so wild. Like I wasn't even trying to make fun of him or nothing. Like I wasn't even trying to make fun of him. I was just saying, like, bro, that it's like literally I hear that every single day. Like every single day. So so like I kind of know. Like the first version I heard, like that said that, like I was like, oh no way, that sounds pretty cool. And then like just later on, it was just like, well dang, you know what I mean? I was just like, what am I supposed to do now? And then I kind of just got used to it, you know, over time. So then I was just like, okay. Well, that's so crazy. He said the way I said Fortnite. I said Fortnite, but then I said Fortnite. That's so funny. But yeah, so many people in the UK. Like I said, I don't have nothing wrong with the UK. But you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just cool. It's just cool how they speak, you know? The little accent. No, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, guys, I know this 1v1s have been going pretty long, but like, you know, we're just trying to warm up, you know? So, you know, it'll be taking us at least like a few hours just to warm up. Or maybe a few days at this point. Yeah. I don't even know the score. I don't even know the score anymore. Frozen my cone, no way. Oh yeah, they got me here. I think they got me here for real. Oh, you're originally from Scotland. Oh, okay. I've aged 20 years watching this 1v1. Yeah, bro. 41 to 1 is crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. They even shot me too. That's wild. They're getting so mad. She's getting so mad now. I mean, 41 to 1, bro. I need to show some mercy, right? No mercy, no mercy. No mercy. For age 20 years for watching this 1v1. So wild. Yeah, this has been going on pretty long, right? If she see the chat, yeah, I mean, if she wants to, yeah. I mean, she's, yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's like right next to me. So like, you know, so like I said, if you see her like on my account, she probably is like on the same account, like, you know, so pretty much like all my accounts, like YouTube, Twitch, all that. So like, you know, so yeah, you can see everything, bro. Yeah. But I mean, she's just winning right now. I mean, dang, this Like, I literally had to glance, I was just glancing at it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm literally just glancing at it. But, you know, I'm a good reader and stuff and all that, so, like, you know what I mean? I could look at something upside down and know what it says, you know what I'm saying? And some different languages as well, but I really don't want to get into that right now. I'll just stick to English right now. But yeah, like we were trying to have me read like Japanese, Chinese, you know, Spanish. Spanish is pretty easy, but you know, when it comes to that or like Arabic and stuff, like I kind of mess up some stuff sometimes. But yeah, she can see. She's on keyboard and mouse. She's on keyboard and mouse right now, too. She's trying to get good at keyboard and mouse. You know, she wanted to go pro. I'm like, well, you're already a pro, but you know, it's like, you know, she wants to be like a keyboard and mouse player and a controller player at the same time. Which is actually pretty dope. Because if you can play one or the other, and play both, you know, me personally, I say stick what you're good at. If you're good at controller, why switch to keyboard and mouse? You know what I mean? If you're good on keyboard and mouse, why switch to controller? You know what I mean? So... She's a good player? Yo, thank you, man. Yeah. She is a good player, you know what I mean? She's been playing probably around the same time that I've, you know, started playing, probably. I mean, dang, we would always just be grinding all day, bro. Like, if you think this is long, bro, we would always do, like, little sniper battles and, like, just 1v1 literally, like, all day, bro. Sun up to sundown. And we would do it again and again and again and again. Literally, we wouldn't even play any matches, bro. We would just 1v1 pretty much the whole time. Learn how to build, learn how to edit, all that stuff. Because, like, you know, we weren't that good at the game. We weren't really that good at the game, but we had to start. Like, we literally had to grind this game out to actually make any sort of improvement. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get on, like, you know, 10 minutes a day and be like, oh, I'm super good at the game. Nah, you had to grind day in and day in and night. Like, we would. It would be fun too because it was just something new. It was like a new game, but like it was fun. It wasn't like, you know, it just wasn't, you know, just like one of those games where you don't have a good time in. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're playing Nintendo and you're playing like Mario Kart or something. You know, you're having a good time playing Mario or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you're having a good time like that. And I'm still thinking about getting that Switch too. I've been seeing so many people with that Switch and stuff. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to get that new Mario Kart and like, you know, probably play some Pokemon. I mean, I had Pokemon games before, but I don't know. I usually get everything digitally now. Like, there's no point in going to the store anymore and just buying stuff. I mean, you can buy pretty much anything online nowadays. So I mean, like, stores are pretty much useless. Some of them. I mean, people still go to the stores, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather buy a digital copy than a hard copy. It's a hard copy, yeah, you have it, like, you know, as a disc or whatever, but, like, you know, that can always get damaged, you know. Yes, the digital can always get, like, corrupted, I guess, but not necessarily, because, I mean, you know, with different updates and stuff like that from the game, I mean, even if something happens, you still have that. You still always have that game, and you still gotta install it. Because, like, nowadays, if you buy a game from the store, say if it's like a disc, you're still gonna have to download that game. You just have it in the disc. I remember before, back in the day, you would get the disc, you put it in the game, and then, like, you know, you could just play it. You know what I mean? But now you still gotta update it and everything like that. You still gotta download the actual content. The disc is just pretty much like it just has the game on it, but you still gotta install it and all that. It's not like, oh, you put a disc in and it plays, you know? So, So I mean, why not just do digital? And digital, not just like these, you know, new like Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. I mean, pretty much whatever you play now. I mean, then you can choose how things are installed. So say if I didn't want Save the World on Fortnite, I don't have to get Save the World on Fortnite or like, you know, like certain modes or certain things for Fortnite. Like I don't even have to install it. Or like even COD. You know, you play Call of Duty. You know, I may not want Warzone installed. I may not want, you know, all the other CODs like Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 1. You know, I may just want Black Ops 6 installed. You know, so I can choose what I can install digitally. You know what I mean? With the disc, you may have to install all of it, but even that, still, you're still installing it. You know, you still gotta install it. You can't just put it in and boom, get to playing. So that's why I like digital. And I mean, dang, and for some things like the Xbox or even the PlayStation, I think you can like pre-install the game. You can literally pre-install the game before the game's even released. So then once it's like released on day one, I mean, then you can just get to playing. You won't have to worry about those, you know, installing the game or the updates or whatever. You know what I mean? No way, you finally killed me again, bro. 43-2. But yeah, like I said, a lot's changed, you know what I'm saying? A lot's changed, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot's changed. But yeah, we'll probably do a few more 1v1s, and then, like I said, I know you guys been waiting to join, so you know what I'm saying? Just bear with me, I didn't think this is 1v1, I might just have to 1v1 the whole stream, you know what I mean? Some days I feel like that. I'm like, man, I just feel like 1v1 today, bro. I don't even feel like playing OG or nothing like that. I just feel like just 1v1. You know, it's just so funny. You're just chilling and killing, like I always say. You know what I mean? You hear someone else say that, they probably got a million. Just like, you know, I'm the only one that says chilling and killing, by the way. Oh, yeah. And last night, bro. So I was streaming last night, bro. Somebody called me the king, bro. They called me the king. They called me a king. They said, yo, bro, you're the king. Bro, I literally, I don't know, man. This guy was talking so much, you know, stuff to me and stuff. And like, he's like, oh, bro, you're a pro player? You're a pro player? No way, bro, you're a pro player? So then I'm over here, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm a pro player. What's up? Bro's, you know, he's over here building. He's like, oh, bro, is that all you do, bro? All you do is build the height? All you do is build the height? I'm like, bro, I'm literally going easy on you, bro. If you want me to play aggressive, I can play aggressive. He's like, nah, bro, you can't play aggressive. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm literally going easy on you, bro. I'm just currently like 20-0. He said, nah, bro, all you do is build a height, bro. All you do is build a height. I'm like, alright, bet. I'll play aggressive. Bro literally camps in the box, bro. I'm like, bro, are you gonna do anything? Is that all you do, bro? You don't know how to play low ground? He said, oh, high ground is usually my thing, bro, but I can't get high on you. I'm like, bro, you're literally the high ground king, bro. I can't get high ground on you. Bro's over here, oh, my hands are cramping. I'm like, bro, my hands never cramp when I play. You must just be playing wrong. You know what I mean? Your hands are cramping. But I do know he just say he was on Xbox, and I know Xbox controllers are like super big and bulky. Except for these newer ones, they are smaller, but they are pretty big and bulky. Like after a while, if I'm playing the game, yeah, my hands are starting to cramp up too. You know, with the Xbox controllers, cause yeah, they're just so big and bulky. You know what I mean? Like the old ones. The newer ones are kind of smaller, but like, you know what I mean? These still over time, you know what I mean? If you don't have the extra grip, you know what I mean? For the controller or whatever, where you have big hands and stuff and you can barely hold the controller properly, you know, having the big controller like that, you know, it's just gonna make your hands cramp, especially if you're doing a bunch of building and stuff like that. If you're playing like a racing game like Forza or like playing COD or whatever, you just gotta run around and shoot. It's not that bad, but if you're doing like Fortnite, then yeah, your hand definitely. I remember those days, my hands be cramping and stuff, but at the same time, I feel like that was a good thing because like I built muscle in my hands from playing, you know what I'm saying? My hands never really cramp anymore. I seem like I got stronger. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, hey, you build so fast because, you know, they're so weak in their hands. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have strong hands to build. You know what I mean? So then when I'm like, oh, you know, I got big hands and stuff, long fingers and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah, I mean, dang, when I was trying to learn to build, yeah, my hands were pretty weak. You know what I'm saying? My hands were pretty weak. Like, I was like, what is this, bro? I'm used to COD shooting and stuff. You know what I mean? And then I go over here and I have to build and stuff. I'm like, you know, I had to make my hands stronger. You know what I'm saying? My hands would be cramping, but you know what I'm saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? That's what they always say. And it's legit. You know, it may hurt at first, bro, but like, you know what I mean? Just keep pushing through. You know what I'm saying? And just commit. You know, feel so much better. You won't feel that soreness anymore. You won't feel nothing anymore. But if you're on keyboard, I don't know what to say about that. So yeah, keyboard players, they have a bunch of wrist problems and arthritis and carpal tunnel and all that. That's why I say keyboard is probably the worst thing that you can play on. If you're just like typing or whatever, or doing whatever, that's cool. But yeah, keyboard players, yeah, you regularly have wrist problems and, you know, a bunch of arthritis and carpal tunnel and all that. Where controller players, they are less likely to get that. Now, if you play claw or whatever, you might, just because your wrists are like a different way. But yeah, you play for that. Like I said, even just typing on keyboard, even if you don't even play anything, like I know some people, they work in an office like all day doing like data entry and all that stuff, doing spreadsheets and all that, Word, Excel and all that. You know, they be doing all that. You know, hours on end, but still, they be having like wrist problems and stuff, and like they be aching and stuff and all that. Just from being, you know, on the keyboard or mouse, you know, all day. You know what I mean? But people with controller players, I mean, dang, there's people who are like 80, 90 still playing on controller. They don't have issues at all. Nah, bro, you're not being weird. You're not being weird. Yeah, bro, I'll just type it in, bro, because I always say it all the time, bro, and I'm literally saying, oh, look at my gamer tag every single time. But some people don't really look at my gamer tag, so. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, I'm an old soul, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? I stay blessed from the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But I shouldn't say anything religious because, you know, some people are just... I'm just gonna leave it at that. I shouldn't just say anything. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Said old soul, you know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, my parents, they're like, you know, at least in their 60s, 70s. So, you know, I know a lot, I've seen a lot, you know. So, lots has changed. I mean, a lot's changing still today. You know what I mean? Like, I know some of you guys are younger, you guys are used to this. You guys think this is normal. But back then, you didn't have all this other stuff. Trust me. Trust me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm actually kind of grateful for the stuff that I have because back in the day, like, nah, there was none of this stuff. I mean, dang. It was nothing like compared to what we have now. You know, the phones, the games, you know, the TVs. I mean, dang, having a radio to listen to or like a box TV or something like that, you know what I mean? This is like back in the day, no flat screens, no nothing, you know, no iPhones, you know, just a flip phone. As a matter of fact, sometimes you had those little phones, you know, with the big antennas coming out of them. I forgot what they were called, but yeah, you had those big phones. Or like a rotary phone. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was pretty crazy back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Literally, I mean, dang, if you guys get bored now, I mean, dang, back then, you guys would have been bored a lot more. I mean, dang, everyone was outside playing, bro, sun up to the street lights come on, you know what I'm saying? You don't see that much now anymore. Like, people just don't really care about anyone, really. I mean, yeah, you have kids, but some people don't even care about that. You know what I mean? They be out in the street light, you know, just be playing stuff. But I mean, I've been seeing some people. Some people still do, you know what I'm saying? Those ones are the good ones. But, like, other people who just don't really care what they do, yeah, bro. But, I mean, it's really not my place to judge, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even judging, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, how it was for me back then, it was always like that, bro. You literally had to be outside, like, all day. Especially right now, summertime and stuff, in this extreme heat. It was no, oh, I'm hot, or whatever. Oh, I'm thirsty, or whatever. Nah, bro, you had to drink out the hose, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had to drink out the hose. You know what I'm saying? You had to jump in the pool, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had to just stay inside, bro. You know what I mean? Put a little bit of sunscreen on, bro. You're good to go. You know? You didn't know what to do. You had to find things to do. Use your imagination. You know what I mean? There was no, oh, let me be on TikTok all day. You know? Nah, bro. TikTok wasn't even heard of. TikTok wasn't even heard of, bro, or nothing like that, bro. So all you guys are like so used to all this social media and stuff, they didn't even have that. I think they had like MySpace, and even that, I wasn't even on that. I was not even on that. I wasn't even on MySpace or nothing like that. So they didn't even have that. So, you know, so you pretty much just had to go outside, just do whatever. I don't know, get a can and just kick it around all day. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, something. You know, nah, me, I was always like sporty. So, you know, I'd be playing football and basketball and all that, soccer, kickball, whatever outdoor sport you can do. I mean, I pretty much did. You know what I mean? And we would just be doing that. We'd be playing games like two-hand touch or tackle. You know, because I mean, dang, it's summertime. Why not play football? You know what I mean? It's like the best time. Or basketball. Like I said, find you an outside court. Like, you know, I've been wanting to go to like an outdoor court and, you know, just gonna go into like outdoor basketball court and just like play. But I'm telling you, this heat is like deadly. You know what I'm saying? The heat is like deadly right now. But like, I like the heat. I like the heat. You know what I'm saying? I like the heat, but not the heat. If you know what I mean. But anyway, so, but yeah, like I'd rather be hot than cold. You know what I mean? Outside. Now, inside, nah. If it's super hot inside, nah. Turn the AC up, crank the AC all the way. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I want it to be. I like to be comfortable, but you know what I mean. I don't like it super hot, like it. Rather die from heat stroke. You know what I'm saying? Inside, now, outside, I don't really don't care. I mean, I like the heat. You know what I'm saying? The sun and everything. You know what I mean? Kind of like Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's like super hot all the time, like literally all the time. You know. Yeah, they get hurricanes and stuff. I mean, dang, I get hurricanes here, so, you know, hurricanes everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? So it's just like, this is one little thing compared to, like, you know, I'd rather have, you know, it be hot in the hurricanes than actually having, like, a snowstorm. I hate snow. Snow's so bad, bro. Like, I'd rather be like hot, you know, you can go to the beach and go in the pool, you know, all the time, rather than it snow and like you pretty much snowed in for the whole day, you know. And everyone's getting sick and everyone's having a cold and stuff because it's so cold outside their body and the immune systems don't really work properly. Because I remember one time when I was sick, bro. I don't know, some of you guys might know this, but like I was sick before, like maybe like a few years ago. It was like before Christmas or whatever. It was so bad, bro. Like literally, matter of fact, I think I might have been sick on Christmas too, bro. Yeah, bro. So it was pretty much like, I don't know, there was something going around. There was like a bug or something. There was like a bug or something going around or something, bro. But I literally tested positive for like COVID. I tested positive for like the flu. I tested positive for everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I was literally dying, bro. Like, you know, I had some other things I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much, you know, get too much detail because, you know what I'm saying, that's just nasty. But you know what I'm saying? And then my throat, it was like hurting, bro. Like, I was coughing, bro. Like, I just couldn't, like, breathe. I couldn't do nothing, bro. I couldn't taste things, bro. Like, my nose was always clogged, bro. Like, my throat was always hurting. In fact, I don't even think I had my voice. I don't even think I had my voice at the time. So, you know, it's Christmas time. Everyone's like, oh, holly jolly, happy, you know. But, you know, it's cold around that time. It's like winter time, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's cold, you know, it's Christmas time and stuff. And I'm over here sick and dying. I'm like, oh, well, thank you for the gifts and stuff. But, you know, I'm just too sick, bro. I didn't know what to do. I'm just like, nah, bro, I don't know if I'm contagious, bro, because, you know, if you have COVID, you can still be contagious. You know, I took that test. I took 2 tests, bro. 2 tests, because, like, one test, I just wanted to see if it was legit. I took another test just to make sure it was legit. It was legit. I was like, no way, bro. This is how it feels, bro. Like, I didn't even know, bro. My chest was, like, insane. Like, everything was just so insane. Like, I was like, nah, bro. this is how people feel. So like, yeah, me personally, I just hate being sick. I mean, I'm sure everyone hates being sick, but nah, bro. I usually never get sick. You know what I'm saying? Not because like, you know what I mean? Because like I have a good immune system. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot to get me sick. You know what I'm saying? I be around sick people and still not even get sick. But the thing is, if you're around sick people and contagious, you could be like, you know, you could be like a carrier of that. You know what I mean? I know I was around people who actually had COVID, but not necessarily because they had COVID before, but they took the COVID shot. But because once they had the COVID shot, they still had COVID. They still had COVID in them. So once they still had COVID in them, they were still pretty much like a carrier of the COVID. So even since they didn't have any symptoms or whatever, because some people don't even show symptoms, they just, like I said, just a carrier of the COVID. So then, you know, I guess one day you were breathing the same air, you know, maybe people sneezed, maybe people coughed or whatever, someone touched something, they didn't wash their hands or something, you know what I mean? Because I always wash my hands, you know what I'm saying? I always cover my mouth, everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So there's some, you know, dirty, nasty people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over here, I'm just like, okay, everything was good. And then boom, the next morning I was like, no way, bro, my head was hurting, you know what I'm saying? Everything, it was, I think there was crusty stuff coming out of my eyes or something, bro. Like I couldn't even see, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can even see now, but like still, I couldn't even see then. You know what I'm saying? So then I was just like, oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Well, it's the holiday seasons. Nothing's really open, you know what I'm saying? Everything's pretty much closed. Like I said, it's already right about Christmas and stuff. Like, I'm literally over here, you know, dying. I'm like, no way, bro, what's going on with me, bro? Like, oh, it's just a bug going around. It's just a bug going around. I'm like, I take Dayquil, NyQuil, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mucinex and all that. I'm feeling even worse the next day. You know what I'm saying? You would think, oh, you'd feel better. Bro, I literally had a fever. I was like, I think it was like a 105. You know what I'm saying? I was like 105, bro. Like, literally, my stomach was hurting. My legs were shaking. I was sweaty. Like, it was insane, bro. Like, I literally had a, I don't know what I had to do. I think I had to take like a bath or something, you know, something like super cold. I think I've had like an ice bath. Yeah, I think I had an ice bath to cool me down. And then what happened was, you know, whenever I cooled down, you know, I, you know, was just sitting there or whatnot, and like, you know, they said, oh yeah, yeah, take this, take this. So I took some more stuff, and then my throat was stinging. It was stinging, and I know the little trick. Oh, you're supposed to take tea with a little bit of honey, a little bit of sugar. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I don't even know if we even had honey or tea or sugar. Okay, nah, let me stop. We probably did, but at the same time, you know, I wasn't even thinking about that because then I was getting hungry. They said, oh yeah, you gotta eat. I didn't want to eat because each time I ate, you know what I mean? I just had to go back and forth, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really keep nothing down, couldn't read nothing up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so it's like a whole tornado going on me. You know what I'm saying? I would get super hot, then I would get super cold, then I would get super hot again. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, oh, can you taste this? I couldn't even taste it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even taste the air. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you know, I just hate being sick. Like literally, it's just the worst thing that could possibly happen to anyone is being sick. I don't even care if you have like some certain disease or whatever. Just being sick in general with like a simple cold is not good. Because colds can be worse too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Colds aren't cool too. You know what I'm saying? And colds are contagious, by the way. So that's why I say I do everything I can not to get sick. You get sick, you get sick. But you know what I'm saying? Do everything you can not to because it's the worst feeling. I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying like I hate the cold weather because usually the cold weather is a time where people get sick. Now I've seen people get sick, you know what I mean, in the summertime, but it's not really like that though. They may just ate too much or drank too much and maybe, you know, had a rough night, you know what I'm saying? But nothing like if it was a cold weather and people had a cold or like the flu or something like that. Because you know what I mean? I actually used to get the flu shots, but nah, I said, nah, I can't get that flu shot no more. The only reason why I did not get the flu shot, because once I got that flu shot, I literally got the flu. Now, okay, don't get me wrong, I know they said they put a little bit of flu in the shot, you know what I mean, but it's supposed to be dead flu so your body can get, you know, immune to the, you know, the virus. But nah, I literally took it, it was the worst flu I've ever had in my life, bruh. Literally, bro, I couldn't do nothing. I had to lay in bed like pretty much all day, bro. I had to eat soup, you know what I mean? I had to eat from a straw, bro, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even do nothing, bro. Like, if I were to, like, sit and, like, you know, play anything or do anything, bro, I would not be able to do that, bro. I mean, dang, bro, I just couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, I didn't have this until I got that flu shot. Once I got the flu shot, it was just best for me. So, nah, I don't even get that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even get that anymore. Nah, I might do it this coming up time, because, like, you know what I mean? That was the last time my body killed it off, but there's always some new strands or something. Like, literally, they said there was, like, a new strain of COVID, new strain of the flu, like, flu A or flu number 2, or something like that. It was some new strand of this thing. Like, all these viruses are, like, evolving or something like that. And, like, so many people are getting it and stuff. Because, you know, I remember it was, like, the chicken pox and, like, the flu and, like, you know, just a bunch of stuff. And then now it's, like, a whole bunch of stuff now. So it's like, you know, what am I supposed to do, you know? But that's just how it was. That was just how it was, you know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just don't want to get sick, you know? But, but yeah. Oh wait, you said you want to do OG? Yeah. We're gonna do a few more if you want to do some OG. Yeah, definitely do some OG, bro. I feel like I can probably win us a game or two, or pretty much every single game. I feel like I can win us. I mean, come on now, look at me. She actually looked at me when I said, "Look at me." No way. Only that look at me emote, but I won't be able to hear it. No way. It's 53-2, bro. 53-2. 53-2. No way, bro. You attack for attack. Let me reload. She fell. You attack. Ooh. Here, you got me. You don't got me? No way, they reset in the last second. They're probably using some sort of... I don't know, actually. But yeah, man, I should tell you the story when I almost died, bro. But I'll probably tell you guys on a later day, bro. Like the story where I actually almost died. And I was like, I just have to tell you, and like, I don't know. But I'll just tell you later, cause like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like I literally almost died before, bro. And it was like so crazy, bro. It was like, there was nothing ever seen, ever done before. Like, it was like insane. Like, it was insane, literally, bro. But like I said, I don't want to say too much right now, bro, because like I said, man, I feel like I've been saying that much stuff, man, so, you know, so it's just like, you know, I just been saying a whole bunch, saying about, oh, I don't know, do this, I'm do that, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, I've been through so much stuff in my life, bro. You know what I mean? Like, some people, you see them, they're just all having fun, doing whatever they do, you know what I mean? Or if they have like a kid or whatever, okay, cool, yeah, have a family, blah, 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 do this, do that. Okay, no, big deal, you know what I mean? You know. But, you know, me, you know, it's a different story because, like, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I have, you know, things that I have to overcome every single day, you know what I'm saying? Other people may not be, you know, dealing with that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Some people may not have it, you know, like other people's, you know, that didn't have it, you know what I mean? So I'm over here just like, you know, people don't understand, you know, and I have to struggle every single day, bro. I literally had to struggle, man. I literally struggled through the trenches every single day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just just gotta struggle every single day, bro. Just literally every single day, bro. I can't even, I can't even do anything, bro. Like, literally, just gotta just take one day at a time, bro. Like, some days, like, it's better than other days, but sometimes, like, I'm just like, dang, bro. Like, what is there for me to do? Like, what is my purpose right now? You know what I'm saying? And it's tough because, like, not being able to do much of anything, and then you see a bunch of people, doing a bunch of stuff, doing stuff. People are just having a good time, or people may not be having a good time. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, ha ha ha, okay, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that, oh, ha, ha. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, okay, blah, 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 okay, good for you, good for you. You know what I mean? I mean, I have a good time too. You know what I mean? I make the most of, what I have, you know what I'm saying? But, for some people who actually have it, they'll be the ones who ruin it. Literally, I see so many people who have it and don't have nothing going on, they just ruin it in like a second. They have no issues with them at all, and they just out here just doing just some weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? They be just having some weird stuff going on, man. It was like, well, dang, man, if I was grateful for what they had, you know what I'm saying, I would not want to ruin it, on anything. You know what I'm saying? I would not want to ruin it, you know what I mean? Like, for real, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I seen some people, man. Literally, I saw a video today, bro. There was some guy, you know what I mean? He was ordering pizza, bro, for like a homeless person, bro. And like, he literally said, oh, yeah, I'm getting a pizza from the homeless. Bro literally went back to his house and literally took all the pizza, bro. He said something about like, oh, you know, like something about the homeless. I really don't want to say it because what I'm saying, I just don't want this all to come back to me. But at the same time, bro, I literally saw that video, bro. And they said, oh yeah, they didn't give him free pizzas. I think they were at like Domino's or something. They said, oh yeah, these pizzas are for the homeless. They said, oh, since it's for the homeless, we're gonna give it to you for free. Bro literally took it all back home and ate. He said, oh, I don't care about the homeless or nothing like that. I'm just like, dang, bro, people really be like that. They don't understand, bro. Like, if they were actually homeless, like, see, some people just don't understand what people have because, like, you know what I mean? If they were actually homeless, people can see things when it actually happens to them. If they don't see anything happening to them, if they think their life is good and stuff, then they will never know what it's like to not have nothing. You know what I mean? So, like, say if that guy was homeless, say if the script was flipped. Imagine he was homeless, and then, I don't know, like, someone was getting pizzas and stuff, and then bro said, oh, it's for the homeless, literally taking advantage of the system, and pretty much, like, oh, these aren't for the homeless, these are for me, and then he's just keeping it for himself, you know what I mean? But if he was actually homeless, he would want that. I mean, you would think. So, it's just kind of just crazy, how people are, It's just the people who have nothing really going for them, bro. And I really blame, I probably blame the social media too, because like, people be doing anything for clout nowadays. Like, literally, they be doing everything. Like, you see somebody, I see people, people having heart attacks or whatever, or something, needs help or something. People always pull out their phones first. They don't even call, like, 911 or nothing like that. You know what I mean? They just, pull out their phones and record it, try to make a TikTok. Like, bro, no way, bro, look at this, bro. This person's literally choking to death, bro. But nah, bro, come on, guys, let's get some views. Like, I'm like, bro, this is crazy, Like, bro's literally over here dying, crying out for help, and you guys are literally recording. Like, you know how crazy that is? Back in the day, you would never see that. You'd be like, oh, hey, miss or ma'am or whatever, You'd be like, hey, do you need help with anything? Oh, hey, what can I do to help? Or like, if you see something, somebody will automatically be like, oh, hey, I'm just called for help, you'll be okay. But now everyone's got to pull out their phones and stuff and record it. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, there just ain't no way. Like, this world is crazy, bro. And then don't even get me started with, like, AI and stuff like that, bro. Like, people are, like, really, like, you know what I mean? We're all turning into, like, robots and stuff, bro. It's kind of crazy, bro. Like, that's the future, man. Oh, you need to go to? Yeah, bro, that's my bad, bro. That's my bad, bro. Like I said, I was just talking about some stuff. Cause like, it's some serious stuff, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, if you have a heart, you'll understand. But if you don't have a heart, I mean, I guess, I understand. You know, some people just don't have a heart for those kind of things anymore. Some people will just tell me, oh, what's a heart? You know what I mean? Just how, you know, crazy and dumbed down, you know, the world is now. You know what I mean? And it's never been like that, too. You know what I mean? The fact that I almost died right there, it's kind of crazy. It's actually kind of concerning. Oh, yeah? But yeah, man, trying to subscribe, man. Trying to donate, all that good stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let me stop yapping, because, like, I feel like I be yapping, like, too much, bro. But, like, it's some serious stuff, bro. And I feel like not too many people actually, you know, talk about that kind of stuff, man. They just try to ignore and forget, then actually, you know, identify the problem and try to figure out a solution, you know what I'm saying? To certain things, you know what I mean? We gotta make a stand, man, you know? We just gotta make a stand, you know? Do stuff that's right, man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm for the people, by the people, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too political because that's just not me. You know what I mean? It's not me. Why should I have to be leaning to one side or the right side? You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be political because, like I said, bro, it's just not me. You know what I mean? You know, like I said it yesterday. I was like, oh, my glass half full, my glass half empty. I didn't just want, oh, it's time to get a refill. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. We figure out something else. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what I mean? Because if anything happens to someone, man, I look at both sides of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So say like, oh, somebody's mad and, fighting someone or something, or someone's trying to like rob a bank or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get mad at the person trying to rob the bank because I want to listen out and see why he wanted to rob the bank. If he wanted to rob the bank because he didn't have money, well, I'm not really mad at him for robbing the bank because he didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at all. And then if he did something like, say, he killed someone or whatever, it's not that he killed someone. You know what I mean? It's the fact that, you know, he did it for a good cause, but at the same time, he still murdered somebody. So, you know, that's not a good thing to do. You know what I mean? So it's just not the fact that, oh, he robbed the bank, because if he robbed the bank, it's no big deal. No harm done. But the harm that was done was the murder, and then now that's the harm done. You know, and I'm thinking, how would the person who died feel? How would he feel, you know, being innocent? You know, some people will be like, oh, well, he doesn't know how to feel, you know, he's already dead. Like, he's already dead, but at the same time, he was once alive. And some people don't understand that. Or say, like, you know, like how I was saying before about the homeless. Oh, this guy buys food from the homeless, but then keeps it for himself because he gets it for free. You know what I mean? Okay, how would the homeless feel? You know what I mean? If I was homeless, I would probably feel pretty sad. Pretty, I would just have so much going on through my head. Like, oh my goodness, like somebody's gonna get free food for the homeless, and then they keep it for themselves. Or you see a lot of people pretending to be homeless, asking for some money, and they're really not even homeless. But that's where it comes to, oh, it's time for a refill because it's not glass half full, glass empty. You know what I mean? You don't know if they're actually homeless or not. You don't know what they're going through. Maybe they need the money more than you. Maybe they need the food more than you. I can't even tell you how many countless times where I actually ordered food and like people took my food order and I'm just like over here, I'm like, okay, well, they might need the food more than me. You know what I mean? So it's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? But so many people are doing that. Literally faking my name. Be like, yo, yeah, this is me. Taking my food. The money I spent on it. And I'm just like, you know what? Like I said, maybe they just need it more than me, Or like if people rob someone, maybe they need the stuff more than you. Now at the same time, yes, you're probably mad that they took it from you, but at the same time, you don't know what they got going on. You know what I mean? Maybe they did, need it. Or you see someone struggling at a grocery store. Oh, let's buy their groceries for them. You know what I mean? Because maybe they're not having a good day. Maybe they're financially, something, something's, they just can't get it right now, and they really want it, so you're just helping them out, it's just letting a hand out, being a good citizen to someone and be like, hey, allow me, allow me, let me do this, let me help, you know what I mean? So, it's not the fact that we get mad at people for that, even though we let our anger get the best of us. But at the same time, what's done is done. And we gotta learn how to move on from that. You know what I mean? Sure, a lot of us have good days and a lot of us have bad days and some days that we don't really want to talk about. You know what I mean? And that's life. It's up for us to have the strength to move on. And don't be that person who says, oh, oh, if they're not going to do this for me, why should I do that for them? Alright guys, my bad, my bad. If you guys still want to join, like I said, you guys can definitely join. Like I said, we kind of apologize for that. I was just kind of just getting sidetracked, you know, about everything. You know, sometimes that's what you kind of got to do, you know what I mean? It's just kind of what you have to do, you know? And don't forget to use my for the credit code, That's Gaming, of course. But yeah, let's see what we got going on. Who wants to join? These people are sending drum requests, bro, but I don't see anyone in the chat. Bro. I can't let randoms join. I just have a thing with that, like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, but see, like, there's like, I have so many friends, but like, you know, like, I barely play with any of them. I don't know, I might have to go through my friends list again and add a lot of players, because I mean, like I said, I barely even play with any of these players at all. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe played with them like one time, but now it's like, you know, I don't even play. There, I got you, bro. Train. See, I like playing with Train sometimes, bro, but like sometimes, I mean, dang, I remember last time I won him, bro, like he didn't, I don't even know. Like some people just be kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Some people just kind of weird. Oh yeah, let's just, won't do Phil, yeah. What's good, Governor? Oh, okay, yeah, Mike. Oh, your mom's sleeping? Gotcha. I didn't know you guys sleep in the same room. That's crazy. Yo, are you guys fighting? Are you guys fighting right now? You guys fighting? Man, I don't know, bro. I have like horrible loot right now, bro. Like, I don't know if I can help, bro. I don't know. You guys might be on your own this time, you know what I mean? But hey, GG's though. Oh, this is a bad lobby. Where we going? Where we going? Oh no, oh no. Wait, is there a pump here? Okay, we might be on to something now. Oh yeah, that's dead. That's dead. Here, let's go to zone, let's go to zone, let's go to zone. Over here on me. Here, let's go on the zone, the zone, the zone. I don't know if we can grab those cars, it's too risky to grab them right now. Like, way too risky. I built a ramp, I built a ramp. Are you coming? Are you still trying to get those cards? You gotta stay together. See, that's the thing. You guys don't really stay together, so that's why you guys die. You knocked one? Knocked one shot? Yeah, see, that's the thing. We just need communication, too. Like, some people just don't really communicate. Yeah, my bad, bro. Like I said, there was like so many teams fighting. If we can grab your card, that'd be kind of cool. But, yeah. Hey, but there's a supply drop here. Here, come over here. There's a supply drop right here. I'm gonna try to get it. You always want to build, even if you don't think there's people around. There's probably somebody around. You know what I mean? So you always want to, you know, grab something like that. Here, I'll leave you a chug jug. Yeah, I'll leave you a chug jug. Oh, see? Your team. I'm coming over to you. You wanna build, you wanna build. You gotta build, you gotta build. Yeah, see, they got RPGs and stuff. You wanna build. Oh, they're throwing those little clingers. Don't get blown up, don't get blown up, don't get blown up. Did you kill him? Anything good? Oh, there's a crown? Nice. Yeah. Oh, heck no, I don't want that. That thing's so trash. But yeah, you take the crown. What do you need? Oh, RPG? Yeah, yeah. Oh, dang, I don't even know how to play anymore. Just kidding. Alright, let's go over here, let's go over here. So remember to build. Oh yeah, there's people over here. These guys are bots. I can easily take them. Unless you want them. I mean, it does not matter. I mean, dang, you're the one with the crown. Oh yeah, you got a scar? Nice. Yeah. There's more of them somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, he had a gold one. The gold's better. Oh yeah, we'll probably win this game. It's too bad that our teammates, you know, just, I guess, just weren't good enough, you know, to stay alive, I guess, because they didn't have the Chun-Li skin. Or because they didn't use my special code getting the Chun-Li skin in the shop. You know, Chun-Li is just the best, you know? If you don't have that skin, bro, like, what are you doing, bro? The Battle Pass old news, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be a good player, don't wear a Battle Pass skin. Nah, I'm just messing, bro. Kinda. Not really. I don't know. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, who knows that? Yeah, I'm like max on mats. What do you need? I got a bunch of wood. You want my wood? Yeah, take my wood. It's good, right? Take my wood. How many players you got? 10 players left. Just like 2 squads. Yeah, we're probably gonna win this first game. Yeah, good mats. Yeah, good mats. Good mats. Like I said, I'm max on wood if you want my wood. Oh, wait. Here, I'm going to go around the back. Oh, yeah, I'm going around the back. I'm going around the back. Coming around the back. Coming around the back. They're coming up. They're on height. 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 Somebody's trying to shoot me. They're on height. Somebody's down below. Cracked. Dead. What about that other person you're working on? Anyone try getting some of this loot over here? Just stay over there. Just stay over there, though. Just stay over there. There are more over there. I'm coming back to you. We could probably get on height, yeah. Probably get on height. Like I said, we're the only 2 pros in this lobby. I feel bad for the other ones. Wait, who else is even on our team? No, I don't care. This guy's bad. The guy's on above me. He's like really bad. He fell. Bro doesn't even know how to build. Here, there's one on height. Yeah, I'm gonna try to key that. I'm gonna try to key that. Here, on the right side. RPG. Yeah, there's one on our right side. We're gonna have to move up. We're gonna have to move up a little. I'm just gonna let him do that. Yeah. Let him do that. Let him do that. We're not knocking nothing. Somebody else. Somebody else. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. This is a whole squad. Gonna have to clutch it. Oh my goodness. The spam. The spam. Oh my goodness. To be honest, I really want to get off right now. Dang. The spam. The spam. Only if we had good players on our team. Like, holy. Like I said, bro, I'm not saying that you're a bad player, bro, but I'm saying if we were in duos, bro, we probably would have won that. Because, I mean, dang. They usually all just spraying. Like, if we were in duos, we would have won that. Like, no cap. Because, I mean, the other players, I mean, they didn't even help. Like, they really didn't even help. I mean, I think the other guy left, too. So it's like, what was even the point? Just horrible players. Just horrible players. But yeah, guys, let's try again. Let's try again, man. Like I said, I don't really do fills anyway, you know. So yeah. Yo, James, are you gonna ready up? Are you gonna ready up? Yo, are you gonna ready up? Yo, James, are you gonna ready up? Yo, are you gonna ready up?